Live, Underground Remix Live, your number one radio source for live urban news, classics and current events, music and information, jams and thoughts, which sometimes require a little participation and improvisation during our live jam sessions broadcasted from right here at the station. I'm your master of ceremonies, Sherrod. Make sure to click that link in the bio, like, comment, share, subscribe, save, engage, all of that. I have something right here that I'm about to test out. We are here in the studio, and there's a concept that I have been developing that I'm excited to share because it's pulling a few pieces together between independent research, personal practice. I'm going back to school, and so this is also a pre-assessment for me for just where I am with my interests, with my skills, abilities, and talents at the present moment to further be developed and also incorporated with the new curriculum that I'll be introduced to. So, first things first, um, let's get started because I have something here. First things first is that right there is amplified sound. And the goal is to be able to have that sync up to the live. Hmm. You know what? I wonder how easy would that be right now? I'm curious. So I have sound check Saturday marked as a day that I just completely commit to AV and tech stuff for a smoother live stream. And today is Sunday, so I guess you can call it Sound Check Sunday. But whereas you may think that this is a show that's going straight through, it's actually about to stop and go because I'm working through the kinks. And working through the kinks includes a hashtag that I have called Fight for Your Reps. Fight for your reps, like in the gym, with your minimum daily push ups or workout routine or time commitment. Um, Setting certain goals in the set list to accomplish. Hello, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Who is that? Hi, Hyder Rafiq. Yes, hello. How are you? How are you? And thanks for tuning in. I recently crashed out. That's the new era's term for, I guess, wilding out or having you know, a moment, a real life human moment. And I guess I crashed out and went on a live stream. And while I was in the middle of the crisis, I was still sharing transparently what was happening, my thought process, and narrating through it for different reasons. Hey, you said, what do you do for a living? Great question. That's what I started right here. The short answer to that question, as of recent, would be music teacher. But that's connected to a bigger story and a bigger picture. Like, I took on the job as a music teacher. So I applied for a job and got it. And that happened a few times. Same thing with being an art teacher, gym teacher, PE teacher one time. Um, but essentially, what I came to Los Angeles for was on camera, screen, TV, and film. I don't usually say actor because, acting per se, reading scripts, and lines as another character outside of myself wasn't like my main focus for the right role. For the right role, but I did more commercial work, um, music videos, a little runway, and tons of background work. And so that's that. Where'd you go? Well, anyway, back to the presentation. The idea for this creation right here, like I said, one is, hi, how are you? To be able to come into a space like this and connect audio straight from what I have going on without being a disruption to my environment. So let's give that a shot. Sound check. Equivalent of this right now would be push-ups. Let's get what? 20 push-ups in. 20 push-ups is go reach for the stuff that you've had in clutter all this time and finally go look through it and get what you need. So the first thing I grabbed is a microphone. Microphone. Let me test this out.
The Bluetooth is ready to pair.
Testing.
The Bluetooth
One,
is
two,
connected
one, two.
successfully.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Okay. That's in. And then I'm just curious. Is it as easy as an auxiliary cord at this point into here? Because if it is, that would be great. We're going to do a sound check and a sound test. Can you hear that? One way for me to do that is to check it from another device. So let's do that. I would like to watch that. Okay, here we go. I'm about to watch testing. My question is, so no, the background sound is, that sounds actually horrible, and I don't hear this mic. So I'm gonna keep working on that at a different time. At this time, I'm going to. What is that sound though? That is absolutely horrible. Let's try this. can't believe that is what it sounds like. I'm so sorry, y'all. And maybe it's because of the feedback going from recorder, but that's the point. So maybe I can try this one. IG. Who's tuning in right now? I'm gonna give it a shot from a different. I'll be back.